My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine and the most caring doctor in medicine. After more than 30 years at high level in medicine, Dr. B wants you to never forget that he genuinely cares about you and genuinely loves you. And believe me, I say this from the bottom of my heart. Dr. B today wants to tell you about one of the worst cases of polymedication, also called polypharmacy, that I ever saw in my life, 30 years of career, right? And it happened just yesterday at our beautiful cardiovascular clinic in the beautiful but expensive city of Mountain View, California. The worst case of polypharmacy, also called polymedication, happened yesterday. I called this patient, male patient in his early 70s. Think about that. Early 70s to check his heart. I take him and his wife, accompanied by his wife, to my beautiful exam room in that beautiful cardiovascular clinic from which I will never retire. And so, have a seat, sir, have a seat, ma'am. Of course, new patient, never saw him before, he never saw me before. You always start with the history taking, blah, 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 right? How are you, sir? Where are you from? Blah, blah. I take 1 hour, right, with every patient, right? I'm the exception in medicine in America and the world. I take 1 hour with every patient. Remember that the average is 5 minutes. The average time a patient spends in the exam room with his or her doctor in America is 5 minutes, official statistic of the American Medical Association. So I have the time to talk, to laugh, to joke, to ask questions, blah, 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 right? I never ever rush any patient, right? And after a while, taking the history, surgical history, medical history, I ask the patient, so what kind of medication do you take for your diabetes? He had diabetes and blah, 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 high blood pressure, cholesterol, obviously because he was definitely overweight, if not obese. And so the wife, nice lady, nice gentleman, takes out a piece of paper and show me what I had never seen in my life before, a list like that written on a paper of all the medications that this gentleman is taking. I swear to God, longer than the penis of a horse. For those of you who have seen the penis of a horse during his erection, my God, it's unbelievable how big it is, right? It's a huge penis. That list of medication was as big as the penis of a horse. The worst case of polymedication, also called polypharmacy. So that patient was heavily polymedicated. It was a very bad case of polypharmacy. Polypharmacy or polymedication, the patient is polymedicated, is the medical term to say that the patient is on huge amount of medication, but that was an amazing, the record of polymedication. I was stunned. So I go through all these freaking medications, of course, 2 for high cholesterol, another 3 for high blood pressure, 2 for diabetes, and then this, and obviously he had heart failure, kidney disease, lower extremity edema because of right-sided heart failure, history of this and that. His prostate was enlarged, obviously. He was taking tamsulosin and blah, blah, blah. Huge, endless list of medication. And of course he was suffering, I think, from insomnia, blah, blah. He had this weird sleep medication I had never heard of, probably a new one. I mean, every month there's a new medication that comes from anxiety, another new medication that comes out with for people who have sleep disorders, and a new medication that come out for psychotic disorders. I mean, it's just endless, the amount of freaking medications, nerve medication for people people who have mental diseases, mental disorders, anxiety, depression, insomnia. Every freaking month there's new medications that come out to calm the nerves of people, to treat their anxiety disorder, depressions, sleep disorder. It just never ends. The pharmaceutical industry makes billions of dollars poisoning the brain of people, and God knows what's going to happen to all these people who are taking these nasty medications. So he was taking all these medication, and I was absolutely stunned. Now, what can you learn from this? Whether it's for you yourself or for a family member who has a list like this of medications, you could eliminate, believe me, 90% of those medications if you were to follow the natural process that Dr. B is constantly recommending in each and every one of his videos for the last 2 months that I started this YouTube channel right now, September 20, 2025. I've been talking to you guys constantly about how easy it is, how much it costs $0 to age gracefully, to stay away from diseases, heart attack, heart failure, stroke, dementia, cancers, heart failure, liver failure, kidney failure, blah, 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 by simple, natural means like I do myself. Dr. B, 50 years young, right? My blood pressure is that of a baby. My hemoglobin A1C is that of a baby. My fasting sugar is that of a baby. My liver function test, my kidney function test, every serum analyte in my blood, my inflammatory panel are those of a baby. Why is that? Because I sleep every night religiously from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning, no matter what the day. I go to the gym no matter what. I go to the gym 2 hours a day, no exception. Now you don't have to be extreme like me. Go 1 hour. Go 1 hour, but I go 2 hours. I zip my mouth, and when I open my mouth to eat, I eat a tiny bit. I posted my diet. And when I eat food, it's keto-friendly food. No sugar, no junk food, no bread, no pasta, no rice, no burgers, no fry, no junk food, no red meat, for God's sake. It is so easy to do. You will get used to it, right? And then I have zero stress. My work at the beautiful cardiovascular clinic, there is zero stress, right? I love it. My patients love me. I love them. They give me love. I give them love. They are my friends. They are my family members. They are my girlfriends. They are my boyfriends. They are my husband. They are my wife. They are my everything, those patients, right? And then when I come home, I have a simple life, frugal life. I live with simplicity, frugality. I don't own any mansions, any villas, right? I own only this apartment, 1 bedroom. 1 bedroom, super pristine, clean, extremely clean, not even 1 grain of dust, not even 1 microbe, and that's it. I don't own a villa, a mansion, a freaking apartment in Cabo San Lucas, a freaking mansion in Italy, blah, blah, blah. We do have a beautiful swimming pool, a beautiful gym. I don't have to worry about maintaining the gym, beautiful garden all around in the apartment building, right? I don't have to worry about maintaining the gym, maintaining the swimming pool, maintaining the yard. Everything is done, right? Low life, no girlfriend. As of 4 years ago, I kicked them out, all these ex-girlfriend. I deleted 95% of the phone numbers I had in my cell phone, got rid of all these so-called friends, right? I zipped my mouth, no more alcohol like I used to when I was younger, and partying and alcohol, girls and sex all the time. Blah. No more, thank God, right? I live a frugal life. I have a little Honda Civic, 10 years young, right? 10-year-old Honda Civic, beautiful Honda Civic, runs great, give me great mileage. I don't have to stress about car payment constantly, insurance, gasoline, gas guzzler freaking car. They're gonna steal it, or somebody's gonna scratch it. I don't have to worry about all this, right? I have no wife, no kid, no ex-wife, no kids, no cat, no dog, nothing, right? My God, I have the time for myself to exercise, to sleep, to masturbate every night. I have the time to learn my language number 6. I have the time to improve my knowledge in the game of chess. I have the time to improve my knowledge in high-level advanced mathematics, physics, chemistry, biochemistry. I have the time to read the medical literature, medical publication, scientific publication on the PubMed from the National Library of Medicine. I spend an hour every day improving my knowledge about latest discoveries in medicine, publications, in surgeries, new medications, blah, blah, blah. And I don't go on YouTube or Facebook or Google. I go where the truth exists and it has been published by all these teams of doctors and researchers and surgeons and blah, 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 all around the world. Everything is in PubMed to increase my knowledge, despite having already taught dozens of encyclopedia in my brain after 30 plus years in medicine and science, right? So if you were to decrease your stress, to sleep good, to exercise, to zip your mouth, to declutter your life physically and mentally, how is it possible that you will develop diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high triglycerides? It's just not going to happen, right? So imagine the guy who has high cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure, and high triglyceride, and taking at least 1 or 2 medications. That's already 4 to 8 medications that you can eliminate from the list longer than the penis of a horse of the list of your medication or your loved one or your loved ones. And you'll no longer be a polymedicated patient or a human being, right? And then if you sleep good because you're going to zip your mouth and exercise and have good masturbation every night like I posted in my videos, my God, it is impossible that you're going to need to take sleeping pills. You need to make your brain, train it like a dog. It's going to take some time to go to bed at the same night, at the same hour every night. No more alcohol, no more caffeine after 12 o'clock, no more cigarettes, no more marijuana. Masturbate every night or have sex if you have a lady or a husband or a wife or whoever the katso you have, right? Have an ejaculation, have an orgasm if you're a woman or anything in between, right? So that you can eat, you can sleep very healthy. I put my head, after 30 seconds, I'm gone like a baby. And at night, I might get up 1 time per night. And I just pee. I have this urinal by my bedside. I have still my mask, my sleeping mask, my earplugs. I just pee 30 seconds. I put it there. I don't have to get up, go to the restroom. The most dangerous place in your house, in your apartment, is the restroom, right? Slip and fall. People break their bone. I posted a ton of videos about this dangerous place called your restroom. Avoid the restroom and the bathroom and the shower as much as you can, right? Except when you take a shower, obviously, and when you have to go poop, right? But at night, if you pee, just pee by your bedside. Have a little urinal. I posted videos. If you do all these things, you're going to remove your sleeping pill, your anxiety medications. Get rid of the ex-wife. She's a troublemaker. Get rid of the ex-husband. He's a troublemaker. You will no longer need his antidepressants and anxiety, blah, blah, blah. My God, it's just crazy what people have to take and what people do, right? And then shed pounds. If you shed pounds, a lot, not just 5 pounds. Right? 5 pounds is not going to do any cazzo. Now, it's better than nothing to lose 5 pounds if you're 200 pounds or 180, 190 pounds, 195, 220 pounds. My God, what is 5 pounds of weight loss going to do? no cazzo. No, again, it's better than that. But if you shed significant amount of weight, right, your blood pressure is going to normalize. Even if it doesn't normalize, your doctor gonna lower the amount of medication that you take for high blood pressure. Instead of having 3 or 2, you're gonna get just 1. Your diabetes gonna normalize. You're no longer gonna be diabetic. Your cholesterol gonna normalize just by shedding pounds. You cannot imagine the miracle that it can do if you have a healthy, natural lifestyle. Do not go to the Burger King, the McDonald's. Stop drinking these nasty sodas, ice cream, cakes. Go on the keto diet, right? Go on the fucking, I apologize, on the freaking Mediterranean diet. Whatever the cazzo you want to do, cut back on sugar, right? Zip your mouth, eat a little bit, a tiny bit, right? A little bit. Remove alcohol, cigarette, marijuana, everything from your life, right? Sell the second car, the third car that you have. Sell that freaking mansion that you don't even need and your tenant is not even paying you the rent, that gets flooded, hassle, headache. My God, how can people do that? That's why so many seniors at the retirement age or after the age of, I'm 50 years young, people at the age of 50, 20%, 1/5 of the American people who are 50 years or older take either antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication, or sleeping pill, or sometimes the 3 of them. 20% of the Americans who are 50 years and older, 20%, 1/5, take at least either a sleeping pill or anti-anxiety medication or antidepressants. No, that's without talking about all these other medication that they take, because 50% of the American population, including teenagers, are overweight and 30% are obese. So there is so many ways to treat everything naturally, just like Dr. B, to age gracefully, to stay away from cardiovascular disease, cancer, strokes, heart attack, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, blah, blah, blah. It is easy to do. Follow my guidance, follow my recommendation, and I swear to God, we're going to still be together at the age of 100, and we're going to die in our sleep, in our bed, healthy, God willing, at the age of 100. Dr. B loves you regardless of your gender, ethnicity, political orientation, color of your skin, whether you have a penis or vagina or anything in between your legs, whether you're a Buddhist, atheist, Hinduist, Muslim, Christian, I don't give a cazzo. Whether you're a Democrat, Republican, anything in between, as long as you're a human being, I love you. I give you a big hug. Dr. B will never betray his Hippocratic oath that I took when I graduated from medical school more than 30 years ago, to always, always, always put your interest above mine. I love you. Put your comments, your question, anything you want to ask down there. I don't give a cazzo. Ask me anything. Any criticism is also welcome, and I apologize for my imperfections. I thank you all. Kopkunna krap, sawadee krap. May God bless you, and I talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.